We are just days away until the primary election night, and we are joined by Megan Hassler with the Sebastian County Election Commission. Megan, thank you so much for joining us here on 4029 News on the Record. We have so many things to talk about with just Monday and Tuesday left to vote. So first, when are the polls open on Monday for early voting, and when do the polls open on Tuesday?
On Monday, the last day of early voting, the time is different than it has been for the last 2 weeks. It opens at 8, but it closes at 5. On election day, on Tuesday, May 24th, the polls will open at 7:30 and they close at 7:30.
Now, they will be in different locations, correct? What else do people need to know who are voting either Monday or Tuesday?
For early voting, we have 6 locations in Sebastian County. We have Ben Guerin Tornado Shelter, Rye Hill Baptist Church, Creekmore Park, Greenwood Fairgrounds, and Elm Grove Community Center at Martin Luther King Park, as well as in the Fort Smith Courthouse. And on election day, there are 32 sites throughout the entire county.
All right, now what do people need to bring to vote on both days?
Well, it's very helpful if the voters go ahead and start preparing before they come to the actual vote center to vote and do their research ahead of time. So their preparedness is always a great thing because it makes the vote process faster. But also, they have to have a photo ID in order to be able to vote. If they do not have a photo ID, then they will have to vote provisionally. However, as in the past, it would count if they signed an affidavit. Now it will not count unless they show up to verify their identity with a photo ID. Those photo IDs must be issued by the federal government, the state of Arkansas, or a post-secondary education center in Arkansas that is certified by the state. Also, the county clerk can issue an actual photo ID for voting purposes only, and those are accepted as well. I know many people think that since they just got their voter registration cards in the mail, that that's sufficient. However, there's not a photo. So those are great and helpful at the vote center. However, you still have to have your ID
in order for your vote to count. Yes. And you were talking about having people and Arkansans prepare before voting day and when they actually head to the polls. One of the things would be maybe looking at the ballot beforehand, because you can do that, and you can also request 3 different types of ballots. Can you talk about those?
Yes. If you'd like to look at your sample ballot ahead of time, they're available at the Sebastian County website, also at the Secretary of State's website. And all 3 types are available for your precinct. And so because this is a primary, when you come to the vote center, you will actually have to select in which primary you wish to vote. There are 3 in Sebastian County. There's a Republican primary, which will have the candidates for the Republican nomination on there, as well as all nonpartisan and judicial candidates, which are the judge races and prosecuting attorney, as well as all of the school board races, and if you have a special election. The Democratic ballot will have all the candidates vying for the Democratic nominations in their races, as well as, again, the nonpartisan judicial races and the school board races and any special elections. And if you wish not to vote in any of either of a party primary, then you can select the option of the nonpartisan judicial, which does not have any kind of party affiliation. It's just the judicial races, prosecuting attorney, school board, and any special elections.
Now, Megan, what would be the chance that one of these races, or maybe more than one, goes into a runoff election? And what would be required to go into a runoff election? And if someone voted, for example, for the Democratic Party, will they have to vote for the Democratic ticket in the runoff election, or can they choose the nonpartisan or Republican?
There's a very good chance there will be a runoff election in Sebastian County. As well as the potential, they tell me, for state elections on both Republican and Democrat. However, you can only vote in the primary in which you voted. And so if you voted the Republican primary, you cannot vote in the Democratic runoff. and vice versa.
Okay.
But if you did not vote in the primary, then you can vote in either runoff. Or if you just chose the nonpartisan in the in regular voting, you can choose either runoff.
Okay, interesting. All right, Megan, we're out of time for this segment, but we'll be back in 2 minutes with more questions with the Sebastian County Election Commission coming up in just 2 minutes.